Okay,
What can I say except
So-
welcome?
RJ, shut the fuck up!
so last time on Waterderp, you all, some things happened. You were exploring through a dungeon known, or a sort of death trap within Waterdeep called Blue Alley, encountering lots of tricks and traps. Before that, you had sort of dealt with the fallout of Thalos blowing up one of the ships of the Sea Maiden's Fair, a brief visit from the guard. Also, in the middle of your investigation into Blue Alley, you got a couple, you're called to Blue Alley. The thing that prompted you to go to Blue Alley was a letter from Mert, which I guess that's more of an IL thing, so we'll go more into that when Tyler gets here. But
we went to the alley because the DM was like, you guys didn't go there yet.
You know, I did not force you.
No, but you strongly alluded to it.
Mm,
I mean, Gwen strongly alluded to a couple of things.
this is true.
To be fair.
Anyway, the other thing that happened while you were at the alley was that Reese got a message from the Blackstaff saying that she wanted to see both Reese and Sylvia for a new mission for the Grey Hands. At the end of your investigation into Blue Alley, you got the Celestite unicorn, the statue that Mert was looking for. Solved a couple puzzles and found a couple interesting objects that might be helpful in the future of your travels. And ended up getting teleported as you left into the middle of the yawning portal, whereupon the proprietor Durnan looked at you and said, and handed you a drink and said, "It's on the house because I don't want to know."
Right.
Yes, this seems accurate.
So, coming back into things, you're surrounded by all sorts of activity in the yawning portal. You see a number of familiar faces, including Meloon War Dragon, who at the bar.
Of course.
Ah!
Oh, God.
At his usual
dear.
spot.
Here we go again.
So yeah, what would you all like to do?
I am going to talk up my smooth friend Meloon and tell him about how I solved all of these puzzles and saved the
You're
day.
already fucking drunk.
He's a little
No, you
confused.
solved puddles.
Yeah, he's a little
I solved
confused at
all these
first.
puddles and saved the
He's like,
day.
"What do you mean you solved puddles? Oh, you meant puzzles.
Yeah, I solved those too.
Cool."
Didn't solve anything. If
Fellows-
anything, she created puzzles.
Thalos looks around the bar, just kind of squints and leaves.
I'm glad to let you know I only got naked once, and it was
I'm
by
going-
accident.
I'm
That's a
going
record
to
for you.
approach-
I know! And they didn't kick me out this time, it's great.
I'm gonna walk up to Sylvia, grab her by the collar, and drag her out, saying, "We gotta go, we've got shit to do."
Where are we going?
Not here.
Does Sylvia go with Reese?
I guess so.
Alright, Meloon just sort of waves. And then just goes back to looking, sort of observing everyone at the bar.
Before I walk out the door, we like, anyone else coming or no?
Thalos already left.
Well, obviously not to Thalos since he left.
What's Ace doing?
Good question. I was busy laughing at Sylvia.
Will you join me?
Ace, on the other hand, cards for a second before walking past Reese and Sylvia and say, "Oh, those goody two shoes. I had no interest in helping them in the slightest, so you two
That's
are on your own
fine.
for this one."
I was just being polite and asking. Well,
Lyle is probably gonna head back to the bar for now.
cool. What, to clean?
Probably.
What?
Cleaning
bar
and T-pose.
Has been
I
unattended
mean,
to
first he's
too
gonna put down
long.
that statue.
Oh yeah, he's probably gonna
Right.
She's probably gonna stash the statue at the bar, probably in the basement or something. Have the staff look after it.
Good. He can have the gibbering mouth or eat it.
You guys killed that
We
thing.
killed that thing.
So we thought.
You want
Back
to
twist.
say that.
There's a second gibbering mouther.
you want to test me?
Oh, stop it.
So
Oh man, the entire bar is just mimic now.
The whole bar is a mimic.
Yeah, so the whole bar and everything in the bar becomes a mimic, and then appearing on the doorstep, a small goblin. Hello, my name's Jim. I'm a mimic inspector.
not even a bar inspector. Not even the obvious choice.
When you know everybody in the party has done too much LSD.
Well, how do you get rid of the mimics? Eat them.
Just pulls out a knife and fork. Out of the way, please. I'll take care of this.
We're just gonna pretend it's bread.
Every mimic in the bar. Hold on now.
God damn it. Anyway,
Christ, that's Jim the Mimic Inspector.
yeah. So, Reese and Sylvia, you make your way to the Blackstaff's tower. It's as you remember it, mostly just a staircase inside leading up to her office. You find her sort of dark skin, curly hair, and practical clothes, sorting through paperwork, and she sort of looks up and waves and sort of nods in recognition as you enter. Says, "Good, you made it."
Yeah. What do you need?
Usually when people want me somewhere, it's not for something good, so what did I do this time?
Well, this time you joined an organization that is dedicated to helping to keep the peace within the city, so you're going to help me do that.
Oh, hey, that's pretty good.
She says, there's a member of Force Grey who's been acting strangely of late. You might know him. His name is Meloon Wardragon. His happy-go-lucky attitude has become strained as of late, and he's been hanging around the yawning portal more than usual.
Hold on, you might want to be really careful talking shit about the little drunk's friend, okay?
No, we're not. I mean, yeah, I know him, but it wouldn't give away that we're friends or anything.
You two are practically, joined at the hip.
Good, then this should be easy for you.
He is in our bar all the fucking time. Give him free shit all the fucking time.
God damn it, you're giving too much away, but what do you
She
need?
probably already knows.
It isn't unusual for Meloon to be easygoing. It's more that usually there's a bit of a drive and aim to him that has been strangely absent. Figure out what's wrong with him and see if you can get him right. Report back in a 10-day.
Okay.
Guess it's back to the bar then.
Reese, you're gonna have
Can
to
you
let
do it
me
in
drink.
9?
You're gonna
Yeah.
have to let me drink for this one.
Yeah, I know.
Alright.
Get as drunk as you need to, as long as you're getting him drunk too, so we can fucking figure out what the hell's going on easier.
Alright.
Um,
And it's going to be your job to make sure that everybody else knows I need to be drunk.
Okay.
Before you, Vajra also says, having an outsider on this, indicating you, Reese. She says, you don't think you're not useful for this mission as well. Someone impartial who can observe him from a distance could also be useful for.
Oh, I'll be keeping an eye on him from a distance. I just want her to get him fucking drunk.
Could be helpful.
Makes my job easier.
She sort of smiles at that and says, "Well, do what you must, and do what you can."
Alrighty. We'll be back to you soon, probably.
She nods. Meanwhile, Thalos, where are you off to?
Where do you think I'm gonna go?
Well,
Out in front of a certain herbalist shop.
door opens and like
This poor fucking dude.
yeah, they take a lot less time to open the door this time, getting used to the
They open the door. They look me over. Cursed.
Fala says, come in. Just sort of like waves you in.
God.
Sits you down next to your table and says, "You know, I'm an herbalist, not a psychiatrist, but."
Well, this ain't so. Hold on. I have to go lower. Hold on.
Okay, still on spine ripper mode.
This ain't psychiatry. I'm actually cursed.
Not my area of expertise, but I'll see what I can do. What is the nature of this curse?
I don't want to do community service.
They sort of like cock their head and then just sort of like raise an eyebrow.
Talos just looks at them. Whoa.
So, you're cursed to not want to do community service, or?
I mean, I could remove the curse by doing community service, but
okay.
I don't want to.
Well, if you want to get a curse removed by normal means, then there's a spell for that. I don't think she's capable of casting it. Let me check. Yeah, or they say, no, I'm not capable of casting it myself, but I'm sure any number of the temples within the city have priests that can remove curses for a fee.
Temples.
Not typically your favored terrain.
I'll try and find one that doesn't kill me. I'm sure I can manage that.
They say, good luck.
Yeah.
Thalos goes off in search of a temple.
The last place you expect
Finds the
to be.
water temple. Good fucking luck.
You have to navigate it all in order to get cured. So Ace,
Fun with the tedium.
what about you, Ace? Do you have any destination in mind? Any place you're going?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna head back to the bar because everyone's out doing stuff, and it's been a while since I've had a good hand of cards.
Alrighty. You make your way back to the bar. Business is pretty good. You're greeted by Acton Staj, your barkeep, and Ayal. You see tidying up in the corner. There's a wide variety of clientele. Anyone in what type of person are you looking for in particular?
Let's see. Typically, you want somebody sitting alone.
Okay.
He looks a little down. Maybe they've had a bad day. Maybe they're just sad about something. You want someone who isn't gonna just shoo you off immediately.
A man in a corner in a trench coat.
Oh no, he's unstoppable though.
Don't we have you on one of those posters, though?
Let me tell you, it is impossible to read his poker face. Mostly because he has no idea what he's doing.
Looks down at 2 Pokemon cards.
Yes.
I call.
Yeah, you find there's a tell you what, there's a half elf in the corner, just sort of twiddling his thumbs. Or more like a full elf. Actually, wait a minute. Kind of looks familiar.
Oh no.
Shit.
Is that the guy who got bagpipe?
It is
it
not.
isn't.
It is not
Okay.
that guy.
Oh no.
No, this is this
Believed.
this man is someone, Ace, that you've dealt with in the past. A detective by trade. You don't know that he knows that you work here, but this is a fellow by the name of Gavin.
Alright, that is his name. Oh boy. Here we go again.
He hasn't noticed you yet.
Give me a second, I'm thinking.
He's just sort of nursing a drink. There are other people in the bar as well.
Oh, I know. I'm just looking something up real quick because how I wrote it is gonna help remind me how I wrote Ace feeling about him.
Mm-hmm. He hasn't really been able to do much to you.
I remember what he was, but I tend to make little notes for attitudes.
Gotcha.
Just so I don't be like, all right, well, this is how I would act when that's not always how Ace would act.
Right.
Yeah, no, Ace is going to saunter up to him and just kind of the cards onto the center of the table and sit across from him with a fairly smug grin. Oh dear, detective, falling into alcohol. What's got you this time?
He sort of blinks and says, Ace, I am off duty at the moment.
Is that slang for being fired? I wouldn't be surprised.
He sort of tugs at his collar nervously. Says, but my job is none of your concern. You think he was about to slip up and actually say how his job was going to you, but he stopped himself at the last moment.
Oops.
Oh no, I'd never care what your job is. I'm just surprised to see you bar crawling all by yourself. Too rough down at headquarters.
He says, he sort of deflects with a, and how about you? Are you do you? He just looks around. Do you live here? Work here? Just stopping by?
Oh, I'm in the area. Stop in. I know the owner around here.
He says, well, I mean, I wasn't lying when I said I was off duty. I don't have anything that I can catch you on at the moment. Not to say I'm not.
Detective, you'll never have anything enough to catch me on. You never have, you never will.
He says, so is there anything you wanted, or can I enjoy my drink in peace?
No, you are free. I didn't want anything from you. You're off time. Test your luck.
Are you inviting him to play cards?
I am absolutely inviting him to play some cards.
Make a persuasion check.
All right. At 20.
He says, well, I suppose.
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining Ace. Would you like to play some cards? Does the cartoony eyelash I'm innocent thing?
He says, well, I suppose that it couldn't hurt.
Oh, don't worry. It'll just be for a few coins. Who knows? Maybe you'll get some money back from me this time.
A brief look of annoyance across his face.
Met with a very, very smug grin.
Okay, so you deal the cards. All right. What would you like? How would you like to play this? You can make a. So I guess how I usually run this is you would make 3 checks: insight, deception, and intimidation. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna do it a little more freeform. Are you trying to play this honestly, or are you trying to cheat the shit out of him?
Oh, what kind of a question is that?
That's what I thought.
What kind of con man would I be if I played fair?
All right. So go ahead and...
I have a plan in place.
Okay, so what would you like to do?
I would like... Let me double check. Yes, that will... Can I move it? Action to change. Nah, let's not go that hard. Well, I'm going to subtle cast minor illusion.
Okay. To do what?
Obviously, change my 2 cards, whatever they may be.
Sure. Okay.
Into
make your hand better. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
Do I have? Doesn't subtle cast? Admittedly, I haven't looked at it in a while. Doesn't it remove both verbal and somatic?
Oh, is that are your? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me look at that. You can spell without any somatic or verbal. Okay.
Ooh, any somatic or verbal. All right, I can do this. Do nothing.
In that case, no, you don't even have to roll for that. It just does. It just happens if you're spending a sorcery point.
Oh, this is worth every piece of that point.
Yeah, there's no sign you've cast a spell in the slightest. Yeah, so he sort of looks his hand over. Go ahead. Well, hang on, let me just... Go ahead and make an insight check.
An insight check coming up. Let me see my bonus. Okay. And here we go. Come on, baby.
What was it?
19.
Well, what was it? Sorry, your first part cut out. What teen?
19.
19. Okay. He looks...
That was ASMR. Please never do that again.
Sorry. It's just, I wanted to make sure Quinn heard me.
I understand.
He sort of has a look on it. It's sort of like... you catch a little bit of a tell, his hand twitching. You think that he has a decent hand. Nothing crazy, nothing terrible. Just based on your read of him. How much would you like to put down on this hand?
This hand? Well, let me see how much I have. Too crazy or he won't bite. Let's say... paid him 20 gold on this hand.
Whew!
That's pretty crazy.
That's
pretty crazy.
For a non-adventurer, that's a bit much. Let's see if he bites.
Oh, please. I've stolen at least 20 gold off this guy over the years.
Yeah, you know what? He he thinks about it for a moment, and says, call, and he pushes his 20 gold of his own into the pot. And
Oh, nothing. I was talking character.
Okay. And unless there's anything else you'd like to do, he will reveal his hand.
I've got my subtle cast. I've got my insight check. Let's do this.
All right. You both reveal, and his face falls at the turn of events. And he says, oh yeah, go ahead.
Orange shame, detective. I'm terribly sorry. That's a better hand than you usually get. I'm afraid luck just wasn't with you today.
He says, go ahead and make a deception check, actually.
I'm on it. There's a 13. Amazing.
His face falls, and he's like, how, I can't, another round. Maybe I can win it back.
All right, if you say so.
Would you like to lose more money?
Go ahead, and I'm gonna speed up the rest of this. Now I will say, go ahead and make How much are you willing to get off of him before this is over? What is
he willing to go?
He will lose if he loses, he will stop at, let's say, 10 more gold.
10 more gold? That's fine by me. I know we're speeding this up. How many more hands would that equal, roughly, for you?
Well, I mean, I think that depends on how hard and fast Ace is willing to go.
I mean, he'll try to talk him into all 10 of that gold at once. Just be like, oh, sure, I'll try to win it back. Tell you what, just half. You'll get 10 of that gold right back.
Well, let's do this then. Go ahead and make...
I'd like to subtle cast another minor illusion.
So go ahead. I'll have you make 3 checks for this. First insight.
All right. There's my bonus. All right. Okay, not great. Getting a little full of myself there. I've got a 6 on insight.
Okay. Yeah, you're not really taking as much time to read him now because of you're sort of getting caught up into the spirit of things.
Him so many times. What's one more?
Yeah, exactly. You've got your subtle cast going. You've got him. He's in the palm of your hand. Now, yeah. Go ahead and roll deception. This one I will give you advantage on because of your subtle cast.
Okay, let me see which dice I'll use. These ones. Come on, babies. Oh, thank you, advantage. That is a 26.
Whew! Yeah. He suspects nothing about your cheating. And lastly, intimidation to see if you can get him to bite.
Sure. That's Oh, actually, that is a fairly high stat. I did not expect that phrase. Okay, you can still hear me.
Yeah.
Just now.
I didn't hear I didn't hear what you rolled though.
A 19.
19. Okay. Okay, you think you have him. He pushes his money 10 gold into the pot. And you reveal his hand is just slightly better than you expected. You're not sure how he did it.
Better than I expected or better than mine?
It's hard to do this free form while still adhering to the rules of cards. Essentially what this amounts to on the table of results, you would lose half the money you bet, so 5 gold. So it's slightly...
So they tied?
It's roughly on par. It's slightly better than your hand. He seems to have gotten very lucky on this one. He sort of can't believe it as he's...
Specific with minor illusion.
Yeah, he's kind of can't believe it as he was looking down at your hand. I'm guessing you didn't go for like the best hand you could possibly have because that would be a little obvious with your illusion.
Well, I don't go for that every time. Once in a while, sure.
Sure. So this time you're at that insight check. You misjudged him.
I knew that'd be the one to screw me.
He says, well, it looks like you don't win every time.
Well, no man's invincible.
He says, I think I'll call it there, if you don't mind. this has been... He sort of looks for the word. Fun? He just shrugs.
I mean, I enjoyed myself.
Sort of tips a hat to you and walks out.
This is gonna lean back and ponder that he just fucking lost to that guy.
None of my
like that guy, of all people.
Yep.
I mean, he also lost to Thalos at cards once.
Lost to Thalos at cards once with 0 cheating, though.
True.
Meanwhile,
like, this is a man he's honestly kind of...
baffled.
In a way, he's been tormenting this guy and baffling him for quite some time, so to kind of slip like that is...
It's unusual, for sure.
It's an interesting phenomenon. I mean, I still netted 15 gold off that, but...
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, back at the Yawning Portal, Ace, or not Ace, Reese and Sylvia, you have returned to the premises. Hey! You're back!
I have arrived, and I have so much to tell you, but first we need to celebrate.
Celebrate? What for?
I haven't pissed a single person off this entire day.
Awesome! Actually, at that he's sort of like, there's a moment where he stops to think for a moment, and then he goes, awesome!
Yeah!
Durnan, get us around!
Definitely. I have plenty of money to spend.
Durnan will bring you all of the alcohol you require.
Good. Alright, so I'll just down a couple like it's nothing, and I'll just, point back to Reese, give him a couple of finger guns, like, oh yeah, this is totally going well right now.
Oh my god. I regret trusting you already. But I'm just gonna suck it up.
This is gonna be really...
And then...
I just kind of like found a table somewhere in the corner, still in view of the two of them, but like out of the way, within earshot.
Yep.
I'll
just
just
kind of like hang out.
I'll slouch a hand over Meloon's shoulder and be like, we've been friends for so long, and it seems like you changed on me a little bit, but I don't really know what it is.
Can't stay in place all your life. You gotta change with the times,
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I've stayed in the same place, so I don't know how you feel, really, but do you have anything else to say about that? Why did you move?
Move from where?
Well, you said you haven't been in the same place for very long, right?
Well, I mean, I'm a member of Force Grey. I go around smashing evil with my axe, and he sort of hefts his axe. Azure Edge here loves a good fight.
Reese in the corner, he named his fucking axe.
Well, who needs a weapon when you have fists, am I right?
Well, I mean, you're better with those than me. Yeah. He sort of laughs it off.
So, I think we're gonna need a couple more drinks for this one.
You know what? I agree. Durnan, keep him coming.
Okay.
Goes on a bit.
Alright. I remember when I was little. Oh, actually, I don't really remember when I was little. Wow, I can't even remember what happened yesterday. I think I got naked. Anyway, how are you feeling?
Me? I'm fine. I'm a bit bored, maybe. I haven't had a good adventure in a while.
Oh, why so?
Oh, just more interesting here at the bars. Hanging out at the Yawning Portal. Your bar, that place, it's an up-and-comer, I think. And he sort of leans in conspiratorially. I think it keeps up Durnan's got some competition.
Except my booze is better because it's I make all of that stuff myself nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, if you get rid if you get rid of that dark elf who keeps spiking all the booze, then things would be really great.
Thalos out in
that's what happens.
Thalos in the clouds.
I was wondering who was ruining my business that day, but of course it just
is he a dark elf? Is he a drow? Is he a dwarf? We'll never know.
Screaming angrily.
Yep. So.
Well, I've been meaning to kick some ass nowadays, but if I was to kick some ass, what would it look like?
Oh man, I mean, he sort of looks at you. I mean, what wouldn't it look like? Am I right? All kinds of. I can see lots of probably the ruffians that lurk in the shadows of this city, the Zentarim, the Xanathar Guild.
I'm gonna need more drinks for this one.
Ironically, they will fight something that does not have an end. They'll fight skeletons. Skeletons don't have acid.
When I was young...
don't technically have acid.
When I was young, I used to fight Xanathar all the time.
Oh, you did? Where'd you grow up? Don't know. Don't know. I've never asked that.
I used to not live here.
Oh, yeah?
I used to live in the Fields Ward.
Oh, the Field Ward. That is a rough place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet there's a lot of Xanathar activity
I almost
out there.
got arrested, but that's a story for another day. Anyway, that's my dark past. How's yours, buddy?
Just Reese is raising an eyebrow, like this is becoming a little too personal.
Yeah. He says, hold that thought. I have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna vomit.
He sort of staggers over to the bathroom.
I'm gonna scooch up to Sylvia and like real quickly. What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know what's happening.
Oh my god!
I feel like a mess right now, and I need to tag out.
You see
Tag out!
You see Durnan like scrubbing dishes and stuff at the bar and like looking over as if he's ready to do damage control at a moment's notice.
I need to go back to my safety corner.
Okay, well, we have plenty of time to get this figured out. How about you just invite him over to our bar again, and we'll try this again another night.
How about you say I'm too tired and I'm going to be going back to...
Invite him to our bar,
Okay.
and we'll go.
Okay. Can I go back on your shoulders?
Why? You might vomit on my shoulders.
I need a friend right now.
I wasn't prepared for tonight. I wasn't prepared for anything about tonight. Fine, just if you need to vomit, let me know so you don't vomit all over my fucking shoulders.
Okay. Deal.
So what are you guys doing at the moment?
We're waiting for Meloon to return.
Okay.
And then we're going to ask him to come back to our bar.
At some point, maybe tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. So 5 minutes go by and there's no sign of him just yet.
Oh, god damn it.
He's taking longer than one would expect in there.
Is this like a multi-person bathroom? Can I go in there without being weird?
Yeah,
Reese?
yeah, you could do that.
Okay, I'm gonna go in to check to see if he's fucking alive.
Reese, I
or
need
if
a
he
friend
left.
right now.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
You see he's sort of in the corner, not sort of back to you. He's holding He's he's sort of like, you can't really make out. He's in one of the stalls, so you can just sort of see his feet. But he seems to be turned around and not like sitting on the toilet like you would normally be. There's something weird going on.
What the fuck?
He's talking to the toilet.
There's a hand in the toilet.
You might be able to get a better look at him if you.
Can I like peek over the stall? I feel
you go ahead.
Over the stall.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay, hold on. Oh shit, wrong tab. Okay. And that is a 15.
15. You just manage to sort of peer over without him noticing you. You see him holding his axe. And he's sort of just gripping it in one hand.
What the fuck?
And you see him getting almost this sort of pained expression on his face, like he's straining at something.
What is he pooping?
His clothes are on.
No, man. He wants to fight some shit, so he's fighting his own shit.
But just because his clothes are on doesn't mean he's not pooping.
I mean, this is true.
He is drunk after all.
Yeah. You can make either an you can make either an insight or an arcana check if you'd like.
Hey you, stop shitting yourself.
Hold on.
Get some help.
Insert Spike's people quote.
I'll do an insight, I guess.
All right.
14 plus 3, so
17. You think his expression seems to be directed at his weapon, and you think he seems to be fighting mentally with it.
Fuck.
You are aware that many of the members of Force Grey have magical weapons. Many of the adventuring type. And his is likely no exception.
Okay.
It seems like the weapon might be resisting him.
It's gonna be really fucking awkward, but I'm gonna go in there and try and like remove the axe from his hands.
You're gonna go in the stall?
Yeah.
Please care.
He sort of like he drops the axe and like goes, whoa.
You need some fucking help, buddy.
What are you doing here? Who are you? Are you one of the people from the other bar?
No, Eri said, like a liar.
He says, well, I'm kind of in the middle of something. He sort of gestures to the toilet.
I'm kind of in the middle of taking a shit.
You can't say you're taking a shit. His pants are still on. Yeah, you looked like you were about to fucking die, so I came to intervene.
He says, I mean, what do you mean? What are you talking about? What'd you see?
You? Looking like you were about to fucking die? What do you want to talk about it? Like, what is this thing doing to you?
This thing, and he sort of looks down at his weapon. He says, "Oh, you mean my axe? No, Azure Edge is just restless. Knows there is evil out there and wants me to go fight it."
And you're having this revelation in the bathroom. Why?
He sort of looks around, and says, "You know, how I have an idea. How about this? It's probably if it needs me to go out and kill something. There is something I've heard. I've heard that there's a fiend in the sewers, real dangerous one too. Been killing folk and spreading its foul stench. City Watch ain't equipped for that kind of work. What do you say? Why don't you gather up your friends and let's all go on a sewer hunt?
Sure, why not?
Great.
Might want to get Sylvia in on it, but she seems to be a bit of an emotional wreck.
Doesn't have to be right now. Just come back here with your pals, and we'll all go down and find this thing.
Okay, whatever helps sate your bloodthirsty axe.
Yeah, I'll be right here when you need me.
Right here.
In the yawning portal. Come on.
I will be in this toilet when you need me.
Just the sort of awkward silence.
I'm just gonna walk away like, whatever you say, buddy.
You walk out and to find assuming Sylvia's still out there and hasn't been thrown out by Durnan.
I need more beer.
Durnan says,
Right.
Durnan's like, I've seen you like this before, I'm cutting you off.
Yeah, I fell in love once, you know.
Haven't we fucking all?
Now, I can do his drink.
Reese, Durnan is looking at you very pointedly.
I'm taking her and leaving. Don't worry.
He says, thank you kindly.
God damn it.
I was like you, Reese. I was just like you.
I doubt that.
Until you fall in love.
You're saying this like you're having a midlife crisis. How old are you?
Just take me out.
Okay.
Uh,
I swear to God, don't throw up on me.
Thalos.
Yee.
Where would you like to look for a temple?
I don't know. Temple places?
So there's
Temple University?
God damn it.
Oh!
there's a lot of temples throughout the city. There's a general temple that in the North Ward called Holy Hand's House that sort of pays respect to all deities. There's one that's
Yeah, I'll go there.
all right. You make your way up there. And you find...
You're right there.
I'm improvising.
Oh my.
Everybody stand back. He's improvising.
Yeah, you make your way up to up the North Ward, which is where Troll Skull Manor is, so you don't have to go far. You're greeted by some priests who say, hello, what can we help you with?
You, remove curses?
They say, yes, that is something we offer. We typically charge 90 gold for curse removal.
Check. Where's my fucking gold?
Go to equipment.
There it is.
Remember, you're saving up for that jacket.
This
Well,
is
I
also
know.
true. Yeah, which you have 18 more days for.
Yep.
Oh, good luck.
Thalos puts his hands on his finger. Aw. Is there anything I could possibly do for you? So you could help me?
You mean like community service?
No. Perhaps a job. Maybe another priest you, need to...
they kind of look taken aback by that last one. nothing like that. Make a persuasion check.
Maybe another priest you
Drags thumb across the neck.
That's what I did. Persuasion. Mod 20.
Mod 20. They say, tell you what, if you help us out, cleaning up some of the temple here and there for a few hours, we'll knock the price down by half.
He squints. Fun.
So community service.
Yep. Less than he would have needed otherwise, but... Okay.
God.
Alright, and you begin helping out, putting stuff in order, interacting with way more holy texts than you are probably comfortable with. And eventually, finishing up, and they say, all right, we can cast that spell for you for 45 gold.
Yeah, fine.
You hand it over, and one of them will come and cast Remove Curse on you, and the curse is now lifted.
Da, 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 da. I love how everyone's like obligated to finish it.
Yep.
Great.
And upon that, when they remove curse from him, he's going to squint at them, poke himself, and turn into the Lord of Waterdeep.
They sort of go like, we know it's still you.
He's going to flash them and run away.
What the fuck? Oh god.
Anyway, where do you head next? Back to the bar?
He's going back to the bar as the open Lord of Waterdeep.
You get some whispers as you go.
Yeah, but no, he's not gonna walk cordially. He's gonna walk like a fucking stupid walk.
Sure.
Like he owns the place.
You're trying to mimic Sylvia.
Yeah,
No.
you get some
No.
you get some weird glances, but a lot of people kind of dismiss you as probably some practical joke, which is not far off.
It's a New York street performer.
Oh my god.
Wow, street performers.
Funnily enough, Waterdavians are typically very similar to New Yorkers in how they interact with strange goings-on.
Just like
Yep,
seen
They're-
it all before.
pretty
That's
much.
a weird thing for the day.
So, anyway, at the bar, the open Lord of Waterdeep walks in and sits down at the bar and looks at Sylvia.
Sylvia's probably plastered and in a very comatose state.
She looks at you and taps on the bar as to get a drink.
Acton Stodge comes up to you with a drink and says, "Oh, Master Thalos," puts it down. Not even batting an eye.
He's going to look at him and just under his breath, fucking bartender.
Can you see I'm sleeping here?
Wait, how late is it?
It's getting sort of late afternoon, maybe 5, 6-ish.
Okay. So, I guess I'm downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Thalos is going to undisguise himself while drinking the beer and set his pot on the bar and punch it.
Are you having fun there?
The doll. Fuck you!
Oh my god.
That'll be 1 platinum.
The inside the pot. I'm an idiot!
Yikes.
At this point, the door to the bar opens, and a young, sort of teenage looking boy walks in, sort of nervous expression, looks around for a moment before seeing you and comes up to you all and says, "Excuse me, are you the owners of this place?"
Yeah.
Thalos spins around for a hot minute, looks at him. No.
I'm the boss. I just pass out.
We just let her think she's the boss. She's not the boss.
Very good. My name is Jamie. I have been sent to deliver a message. But from the Sea Maidens Fair. One of your members, the Arakokra, I believe, requested an audience with the Master of the Fleet, and Captain Zardoz Zord has accepted.
Oh!
Says he could be ready to...
Fuck!
Thalos, upon hearing that, slowly turns
no,
big grin.
No!
Says,
you are
You
are not coming along. No.
Says he would be willing to see you as early as this evening, unless you'd like a postponement.
I'd say tomorrow. You tell him that.
What? Sorry, can you repeat that?
I'd say tomorrow morning. You tell him that.
I think he prefers evenings, but I'll see what he says, and I'll come back here to let you know. And he sort of nods and ducks out.
Thalos stands up. Well, I gotta sharpen these swords. Me and Mr. Nevercut got a date.
Oh, motherfucker. You better not blow up another boat.
Oh, he's going to blow something up.
No! If we're all going on that boat, you are not killing all of us just for some stupid joke.
Thalos, before walking up the stairs, I take my work fairly seriously. And killing someone, such as Mr. Nevercaught, or whatever his name is no joke. Me peeing on his grave is a joke.
Don't do that either.
What are you gonna do? Stop me?
Yeah, maybe. Depends on whether you do it or not.
Thalos will squat on the stairs and look at Reese. Gonna get that guy who can stop me. What's his name? I can't think of one. And he walks up the stairs.
That is not where I thought you were going with that, but okay.
He thinks I'm scared of him. I'm not scared of him.
Reese sweats nervously.
No, I'm not.
Oh, not at all.
No, that's just the joke. I'm not scared of him. Not at all.
So.
Asshole. Ace, you and I, we're gonna go visit this man right now while he's upstairs. I don't want to take a chance.
He shrugs. All right.
Well, you did just send the boy off to, talk to
you know
him.
what? Fuck it. Fuck it! We've got a dumb drunk who's passed out.
Boy. So
why is the Birdman T-posing?
Up and say, yeah, that was one guy. Your boy didn't wait for the whole group.
IL pitches in his 2 cents, dial-up noises.
It just opens and it's like generic rainforest sounds.
No, his mouth opens, elevator music.
Fucking Minecraft music.
Oh no.
No, We Shop channel music.
Yikes.
Phoebe, if you still want to go, there's loopholes.
If we go, it's just you, me, and T-posing Bird Boy.
And it was your idea. If you want to go, you want to go. But otherwise, you're going to have to drag Explosion McStabs a lot along.
Yeah. Yeah. Wake up the drunk. We're going. We'll at least get friendly.
Ace is just going to hoist her under his arm and just kind of take her along.
We're going to try and catch up with the messenger guy.
Okay.
I'll be flopping around unconsciously.
Not too hard. You see him sort of making his way through the streets.
We're good to do the thing now, if you don't mind.
So who all is with you right now?
It's Ace, Sylvia, and me.
Grace. He looks back and says, the captain said he wants to meet with all of you.
Oh, he doesn't trust us.
Well, you know what? He's gonna have to deal with it.
I mean, it's you have to understand. It's up to him if he meets with you. And he was very clear. He said, "I want to meet with all of these people.
These what?
Adventurers." I believe.
Are you sure he said the word adventurers? It's like this is mostly under my breath right now.
Then I guess he's meeting with none of us if he's going to be that picky about it.
God damn it. Can we at least change it to tomorrow evening? I don't want to get up in the morning for this shit.
I think he'll be quite amenable to that.
Okay. Good enough for me. And if you see that gray bastard show up without us in the morning, just tell him to wait until evening.
He says, he nods and says, very well.
Okay, we're going back.
All right.
Well, that's it, huh? Riveting.
Gives us more time to think about what the fuck we're gonna do.
I don't know about you, but I was just going to go along for the ride. I'm assuming Thalos is just going to blow the thing up as soon as he gets there.
Maybe we could find that weird lady that showed up. Maybe she can keep him distracted.
Maybe, or maybe she'll just insult more or maybe she'll just instigate more violence. How much of a scene do you want to cause?
We already caused a scene.
I'm saying this is going to be a scene, one way or the other. If Thalos is involved, his cock-headed arrogance is just going to cause a scene. So, frankly, I'm not exactly eager on going at all.
Well, if we don't go, then he's not going to talk to Thalos either. And Thalos is going to have to disappear his way onto the ship, which you know will probably happen. And there goes all of our leads anyway. So we might as well fucking go and at least get the information we need. Or fight the bastard.
Trying to claim to me that Thalos won't try to pull something like that anyway, even with all of us there, and ruin all of our leads anyway.
That's what I'm saying. There's no getting around it, so we might as well try.
Hey, we might as well just avoid it and just let Thalos either dig his own grave or run amok.
But they're our only fucking lead. God damn it.
Imaginary Thalos dances on your shoulder. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
I'm going to punch imaginary Thalos in the face with my entire fist.
He's only imaginary. It does nothing. He keeps
it makes
dancing.
Me feel better.
He explodes.
He grows larger and keeps dancing.
Stop.
No, he explodes in the smoke like any other cartoon. If you're going to have the cartoon of him showing up, punching gets rid of him every time.
True.
I don't know what the fuck to do.
I mean, there's another mission.
You could try, I don't know, talking to Thalos about it.
You think... You think talking to him is a good idea? Really? Really?
You're saying, okay, what's your alternative? Not talking to him and just letting him run amok?
And that's Thalos. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Fine. We'll try talking to him.
Hey, careful, RG. You take this too far, this campaign might become moot before it ends.
This is true. Well, we'll see.
Because there's a point where just everyone's had enough of it.
We'll talk to him. Let's go.
All right, you make your way back to the bar and up to...
I'm just gonna slump Sylvia onto the bar.
I had a dream I was being carried by a big, strong man. Too bad I ended back up at...
What the fuck?
Anyway, how have you guys been?
I kind of want to die right now, honestly.
Thought you always wanted to die.
Not always.
Sylvia, Reese, this is the moment you remember that you went to Blue Alley to try and get killed by something and you didn't do it.
Not always. Listen, I could have murdered myself plenty of times in there. Thing is, retrieving my body probably wouldn't have been the easiest thing to do in the things that would definitely kill me, so...
I feel like I woke up with a really large headache. Like I poured my heart out somebody or something. But now at least I feel back to normal.
As far as
gonna
I
lean
know,
over and
you
pat Sylvia on the
kind of
head.
cried about...
Oh, honey, you can't pour your heart out to someone if it doesn't exist.
Right.
Ooh.
Ow.
Oof.
That hurt me.
I'll take a drink to that one.
So are Ace and Reese going up to talk to Thalos?
I'm going up. I don't know if Ace is.
I mean, I'm gonna follow them. Ace is just gonna casually light his cigarette. Damage control.
Gotcha. All right.
We don't kill each other.
All right, you
I
knock
don't
on...
even know if I'm going to pull the fucking polite route and knock on his door or just open it.
Well,
I don't care which you do.
you walk up to his door.
Fine, I'll fucking knock.
The door opens up. Sitting at the door is Sigurd.
Is Thalos in here? Peek around the room.
Thalos in the room is all draped up in black. No light whatsoever. Just in the back corner, you see a small set of eyes open up, and then you see a larger set of eyes open up, and then the bird, Carl, lands on Sigurd.
Thalos, listen. I'm gonna need you to not be all fucking murdery tomorrow.
Thalos, well, I'll just cast light, so I cast light.
Okay, the room lights up.
Because I can do that, because Azamar.
Yeah. All right, so Thalos, that you're sitting in the room.
Sitting in
You
the
think
back
you can
corner,
handle
looking out the window through the curtains.
Mm. You might want to repeat that, Reese.
Do you think you can handle that?
I don't hear anything right now from Phoebe.
Oh,
What?
You don't?
What? Don't tell me you got
can't hear
weird.
you.
Hold on.
There we go.
Phoebe, talk now.
How about now?
That's better.
Yep. Okay, that was weird. It's probably because it's on my phone.
Mm.
Probably. I said, do you think you can handle that?
I'll handle or need to as circumstances provide.
Okay, well, let me outline the circumstances for you because obviously you've misunderstood all of them. We're looking for a very large amount of money. The only way we're going to find it is because of this rock. The only place we know this rock is at is wherever that automaton took it. Probably on the boats. We don't know that because we didn't get to ask the questions because you blew up a boat.
Oh, is this about me blowing up that
We
boat?
have one other chance here to get some answers, to find the rock, to get the money, to do what we need to do? I just need you to not murder immediately.
Thalos
or blow up the boat.
Look, I was in a tight situation. I got shot at a couple times, and I was a little pissed off. And then I stumbled upon a bunch of explosives.
Okay.
You expect me to not blow up the boat?
Yes, because I asked you
cigarette a little.
to not sink
Are you ever
the boat.
not pissed off?
Yes. Yeah, I'm not pissed off right now.
I'm mostly
May
mad
the
because
gods
I
shine.
explicitly asked you not to sink the boat. Don't light it on fire. You blew it up. Whatever. You sunk the boat. For all we know, the thing we need is at the bottom of the lake, but whatever.
Bay, but yeah, whatever.
Bay, sorry.
It's fine.
I just need you to cooperate.
It'll all work out.
That's not gonna do it. I need you to say you're not just gonna go immediate full murder mode.
I mean, I didn't go immediate full murder mode last time. It took me a good 20 minutes before I blew up the boat.
You know what I mean.
Fine. I won't murder anybody unless I have to.
Okay. Now, I understand if we're under attack. That's totally fine. Just, if there's explosives, resist the urge to blow up the boat.
Can I blow up Nevercaught?
If it comes to that.
Oh, goody.
Wait, did the lady say she wanted him, like, dead or alive, or was she just like, meh?
You mean the Open Lord?
Yes.
She didn't really express either way. She mostly expressed concern about this individual she said was named Jarlaxle. She didn't really express like what she wanted from him, if anything. Just
Neat.
General concern.
Neat.
Yes, very helpful. General concern. Very good.
That's gonna get a lot done.
Yeah, her requests were more aimed at you helping her find the money for the sake of the city.
Yes.
And
I'm aware of that
yeah.
goal.
Her mention of Jarlaxle is more like, this guy's probably also looking for it. Watch out for him.
Yep. Okay. Glad we had this talk. The meeting's tomorrow evening, because fuck you, I'm not getting up that early.
That way maybe we actually have Bird Boy for it.
And I'm gonna walk away.
Thalos shrugs. I guess he doesn't know what coffee is.
I don't think all the coffee in the world would help him.
No, it would not.
He shrugs, looks at Ace. You, wanna play cards with me, dog?
He's got a very good poker face.
Ace is just gonna stare at him for a second.
Well, Siggy wants to try.
He shrugged. Sure.
So
When you're that bored.
you know, I don't.
Good boy, Phoebe.
What? What?
What?
A good boy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I
A
don't
good boy play cards.
Yes. I don't think Reese has told anyone about what she saw with Meloon yet.
Not, but you know.
I'm
We'll
not
get to that.
gonna. I'll bring it
Never
up
at
tomorrow
appropriate.
morning. When he shows up, I'll be like, who wants to go hunt a fucker? I don't know.
All right.
I'm not gonna bring up, like, grabbing a guy's accent.
So is everyone sort of retiring for the night?
Sure.
All right. In that case, you can go ahead and mark off a long rest apiece.
Nice.
I'll do one for Bird Boy. I believe that'll remove Sylvia's level of exhaustion.
Yes, it does.
Hey, Sylvia, wanna try these berries?
She's gotten so drunk that she forgot what they did.
Oh no.
Don't tempt her.
And that's that.
That's the way it was.
I wonder if you could, like, flick a good berry in one of those good berries in an enemy's mouth. Just instant fatigue point.
That was the main reason why I took them.
Or to fuck with Sylvia.
I thought it was honestly to fuck with Sylvia.
Oh, he's not gonna waste them on you.
Surprising.
Anyway, so you all wake up in the morning, having had a good night's sleep. The day is yours. What would you like to do?
Talos is gone.
God damn.
What a surprise.
So, well,
Thoroughly, utterly.
before Sylvia gets extra drunk,
Oh, I couldn't do that with a straight face for too long.
I managed to have a conversation with Meloon, and he wants to go out and kill some dude that's in the sewers.
The word he used was fiend.
Fiend, sure. Some dude.
Well, I do like that guy, and I would be willing to help him.
Okay. That'll probably help with the whole, assignment we have, if you didn't already forget about that.
Right. Whatever.
Also,
I get assignments all the time.
You were more emotionally drunk than I had seen you so far.
It doesn't usually happen, but...
Okay, well, why did it happen? Because it was bad. Really bad.
Nothing that you really need to worry about. I mean, I'm sure it's not a big deal. Nobody's really out to get me or anything, so I'm just...
Whether it's a big deal or not, you made it out to be a pretty fucking big deal. You had me carry you home.
Oh, wow. That doesn't sound like me at all.
I mean, usually people
That's
voluntarily drag you
far.
places, but you were asking.
Wow.
It was weird.
Okay. Well, let's just pretend that didn't happen, okay?
Are you
Reese?
sure about that?
Don't tell anybody that this happened, okay, Reese?
I don't know if I'm okay with that.
Don't let Talos know about any of this.
Why would I tell Talos?
You're such a good friend.
Reese neat.
That's not going to stop me from fucking bringing it up with anyone else.
Oh boy. So
I had a horrible night. I'm sorry.
Dare I ask what Talos is up to?
Talos?
Yeah.
Oh, he may have gone to Reese's house to go see a certain someone.
Oh.
Like, fucking excuse me?
Well, not his house, but the ward.
The ward, yeah. Go ahead and make... Are you... Okay. Tell you what. You are greeted by Aldahire at the door, who recognizes you. Says, Bernard, what do you need?
Bernard still knows him as Bernard.
Talos almost like instinctively he raises his fist a little bit to punch him, but then realizes that that's what he told him. Right, Bernard, that is me. Right on you. I'm here to see somebody.
He says, if it's the person you tried to kill, You're not going to do anything like that again, are you?
Nope, my hands are tied. No aggression. Just here for conversation.
I'll have to ask that some of the guards come with you to ensure that nothing happens.
Alright, that's fine.
He'll wave for that, and you'll have an escort take you to the hospital ward, where you see, still in bed, still recovering, a golden lady, sort of lying in bed.
Specialist lady.
Yes. Sort of turns and sees you and says, "Well, this is an unexpected surprise."
He squints. Yeah, I don't like surprises myself.
So, to what do I owe the company?
He walks over to the corner and sits on the chair in the corner. I don't feel like being around a certain set of people right now, and they probably don't want me around right now, and I don't have anything better to do, and I'm here.
Self-old people.
Having trouble getting along with your new companions.
He looks at her. Companions, you say?
Well, what word would you use?
I don't think they'd very much like the word I'd use.
Says, well, I'd like to say I'm surprised, but I feel like we're past those kinds of white lies with each other.
I don't lie often.
Sure, Bernard.
When he does, he's shit at it.
At least I don't lie when it counts. I mostly tell the truth. Like 70, maybe 60% of the time, if I'm being honest. We'll call it 50-50.
Honestly, with me at least, you've been pretty to the point. She says, nodding at your weapons.
Point. That's funny. I didn't know you liked to make jokes about me killing you.
One has to have a sense of humor about these things.
That you all. So, how's recovery going for me beating the shit out of you?
Well, a lot of that was recovery from some nasty burns I got from the explosion at your place. The rest was from our little scuffle. It's going. You did set me back a bit, but it shouldn't. I mean, as a paladin, I have some healing abilities of my own, so it shouldn't take me too long before I'm out of here. And then maybe
Happy to be of service.
Maybe we'll finally settle that score of ours at that point.
Ern bats an eye out the window.
Of course, it seems that there's larger things brewing within this city as we talk about these things, aren't there?
Say that again.
She says, of course, there's larger. Am I? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
RJ?
Okay. RJ! RJ!
Snake?
Great.
Snake?
Dun, dun, dun.
Snack!
Oh, there he is.
Can you hear me?
It's working now.
That depends. I can hear you. I've been able to hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, it's working now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so she says, sort of looking out the window, of course, there's bigger things brewing in this city right now, isn't there?
He bats his eyes back away from the window. You know I don't care about that.
Maybe, but you're certainly getting caught up in people who do. So you may end up having to care.
He rolls his eyes. It's a fun way to pass the time. I have a question for you.
Well, it's not like I have anything better to do. I'm all ears.
Do you think Callius ever cared about us?
She sort of sighs and closes her eyes and thinks. I think maybe at first. Maybe when it was still before the obsession set in. Of course, I honestly can't remember much of that. This is a long time ago. But I think he mostly considered us tools for his goals. That's always been my view of him, his pursuits. I know you thought otherwise. I think he saw in you something that he could use, then a need, if that makes sense.
I think of him more as a man of passion. Misguided passion, but passion nonetheless.
That's a way of putting it.
Well, what's to stop a man from trying to achieve a goal? Laws, quandary, legality. If you want something so bad, the rest of the world tells you to go get it, until they tell you to stop. Isn't that right?
I suppose. It's when those things get in the way of what other people want, then that conflict arises.
We both know what he was doing was wrong. He looks at her and looks at himself. We both know us existing is wrong. Does that make what happened right? That's what I want to find out.
Well, I suppose that makes two of us. Here's hoping we find those answers someday. One thing I have wondered, have you gone back to his residence?
I did.
You saw what was under there?
I did.
So many barrels of, and she sort of just like runs her hand across her arm, says some of it gray, some of it dark gray, some gold. What do you suppose he was using the red for?
No idea. And quite frankly, I don't think we'll ever find out, because the guy who could have told us is dead.
Suppose that's
for
true.
better or for worse.
Well, despite everything, despite all that we've been through, it was good to see you.
I can't personally say the same. But
it's good to be reminded of the past every now and then.
I'll say it wasn't the worst experience I had.
She holds out a hand, says, "Good luck on your pursuits, brother."
He looks at the hand. He just kind of extends one single finger.
She rolls her eyes and shakes it.
I don't like contact.
I've noticed.
Usually the people that try and contact me stab me with knives.
I've noticed that as well.
As he's about to leave, hear anything about a boat?
A boat? Can't... could be more specific?
Boat went boom, I don't know, a couple of days ago.
Yes. Did you have something to do with that?
He says nothing and just salutes at her and leaves.
You hear the last thing you hear is just a sigh. Well then.
Whatever you just said, I heard none of it.
Oh, you said I just said the last thing you heard it was a sigh.
God damn it! Hold on.
Can you hear me now?
You said she sighed.
Yeah, you just heard a sigh.
Okay. As he's leaving, he kind of mumbles to himself. Somehow I wish we could have been friends. Me have friends.
One of your guard escorts just says, "Family, am I right?"
Thalos will look at that guard. Well, he gets it.
Anyway.
He works for a fucking
So where do you go now? Back to the bar?
I'll go back to the bar.
Alright. You're all back together.
Oh, Thalos walks in, sits down at the bar, says nothing.
Neat.
Acton says, says to the rest of you, I don't mean to alarm you, but I think we have an imposter situation. Just
what do you mean? I'm going to glare at Thalos, and I'm going to try to examine if I'm actually looking at Thalos or not.
Make an insight check.
Okay. Please, it's so much fun here. 14.
Damn.
So I'll answer the question for you.
Okay.
As you're sitting there, sitting on the bar, staring at Thalos, trying to determine if Thalos is Thalos, the pot on his belt. I'm an idiot!
She didn't say anything.
No, it triggers to go off whenever she does something stupid.
I don't know. I think there's some limits on that, but I'll allow it this time. It's only so much it can detect.
She's trying to determine that Thalos is Thalos.
Fair enough.
And it only works when she's within his vicinity. It's not going to happen all the time.
Sure.
True.
Just wondering.
Well, I mean, I don't think you could carry it around if it happened all the time.
Thalos looks at her, then looks away and does nothing.
Well, I think I'm gonna need a drink to his silence. Am I right, Reese?
Acton Stodge already is pouring a drink.
I don't want to drink right now, thanks.
Reese!
What?
Remember! We're being quiet about the thing!
Thalos turns to you. Quiet about what?
Yeah, you wouldn't understand.
I don't even need to not tell him. You're gonna end up telling him yourself.
He looks at Sylvia. Yeah, you're probably right. Understanding you is like understanding why I keep stepping in dog shit. Is it because I have a dog? Or is it because other people have dogs? I guess we'll never know.
I think you like her.
Thalos will turn to Reese, and his face will go right back to the one that you know. Say that again. I'm gonna cut your windpipe out.
Please do. I'd appreciate it.
Is it just gonna pop the cigarette out of his mouth? Can you guys not fight this early in the morning?
Ace,
I'm ready to fucking die.
I think I need to punch something.
Punch one of the barrels in the basement.
Okay.
How about that?
Thalos will look at Sylvia. Why don't you punch yourself?
I don't think there are any...
Think of it. You could gauge how tough you are. If you punch yourself and nothing happens, well, you might even be tougher than me.
Hello, stop provoking her.
Can I roll persuasion on that?
If it's between the party, I think that's more up to her.
I'll roll for it.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
14 plus 2.
16. Well, does Sylvia feel convinced?
No.
All right.
The DC is 25.
Probably.
DC was like 37,000.
The problem is, I don't think there are any unbroken empty barrels left in the basement.
I'm sure we got like one in or something.
No. Remember, I went down there.
I'm fully aware, but we have to keep a stock up, so if we ordered 0 other barrels, we'd be out of business already.
True.
There's probably some in there.
They might be full of product, though, you know?
I don't care if Sylvia wastes product. Ace has no stake in the bar.
Oh, right. Thalos is going to grab a cup, dump all those berries into it, and then mash them into a paste.
Okay. I'll say you still have that many uses of this paste.
Huh?
You still have as many berries as you had. You have that many uses of this thing.
Right, and then he's going to take that paste and put it in a vial.
There you go. So
Money shot.
Acton Stodge will say, if you don't mind me asking, what's on the docket for today? Got any plans?
Probably leaving. If this Meloon guy doesn't come here, then we're going over to the other place. Who wants to go kill a sewer guy?
I want to punch something, and I'm gonna help my friend punch something.
Thalos, what do all get out of it?
Some release of aggression.
Thalos waves a hand. Not interested.
Fine. Have fun sulking by yourself like a loser.
Thalos? Yeah, a loser who doesn't die on a regular basis. Tell me how that's winning.
It's pretty fun. You should try it sometime.
Thalos will eye over to Reese. No, I don't think I will.
Have it your way, buddy.
So who all? Meloon did say he would be waiting at the yawning portal.
Yeah, so it's definitely Sylvia and I at the moment.
Is Ace coming?
Yeah.
He leaned his head over and said, "Excuse me, you did what now?"
Huh?
He said, "Who wants to go kill a sewer guy?" First I'm hearing of it, so he leaned over and said, "Excuse me."
We didn't do anything yet. Part of our little good guys project, I guess. We're supposed to fix whatever the fuck's wrong with Sylvia's drinking buddy, and he said he needs to fight a guy, so we're gonna go help him fight a guy.
Thalos leans over to Ace. Be it in mind you won't get paid anything.
Believe me, I know. If it's for their little organization, it's for the... He holds up air quotes, good of the city. Out. Thanks.
Thalos looks at Ace. You want to go make money?
Yes.
Are you guys gonna go sell piss again?
Thalos, maybe we'll sell paste. Maybe we'll sell shit. I don't know yet.
Could always sell rocks disguised as precious jewels.
Ah, there's an idea.
What about Bird Boy?
He will come with you.
Okay.
Oh man, that's... How do you get T-posing wings out of a bar door?
Fuck. Wait, wouldn't the
Just turn him sideways.
Wouldn't the wings be in an A pose?
Maybe.
So that it's more, visually organized. It'd be hard to look at a T-posing wing thing.
That's a fair point. I still think the wingspan might be a bit too big to get out. Just turn him sideways. You should be fine.
Like a cardboard cutout.
Or maybe he has no clip on. Maybe.
No, he glitches through the door.
Yeah, hence no clip.
Well, no clip is you go through everything. Glitching through something is a little bit more visually not nice.
Startling.
And controlled.
So you go to the yawning portal?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, you find Meloon. He says, you came back.
Yeah.
So you want to go kill a demon?
Sure.
Says, where's the other two? Not
They
interested?
didn't want to come.
That's a shame.
It's okay, they're a bunch of pussies anyway.
Says, well...
Now, them's gambling words.
They are.
Lead, you drive your family's entire fortune if you keep this shit up.
You talking mad shit for somebody in piss selling distance.
All right, he...
Alice is pissed. You know that shit's jet black.
You can make your way with Meloon. He will lead you down into the sewers. You've been here. Been down here before, back when you were looking for Floon for that one guy.
Oh yeah, that one guy for that one thing.
Yeah, the guy who was the guy who gave you your house.
The reason we have an alternate place to live.
Yep.
Woo!
Sorry,
Volo,
a place to
that's
live
right.
for some of us.
Yeah, but
Woo!
once he's down there, he starts to lead you through the sewers. You see that he seems to look on the wall for these yellow markings, and he sort of follows them down through the tunnels.
Yummy.
It takes a bit. After a half hour of wading through knee-high sewage.
I'm sorry, Rebecca. That's all I could do.
What?
It's too sweet.
Keep going, Quinn.
You find you start to come up to a large sort of square chamber. You see there are, or actually you come up to a set of double doors that seem to be sealed, leading into a chamber. Says, "Oh, think it's through here."
Okay, and how are we getting through the doors?
Well, I reckon someone either has to force them open or pick the lock.
Oh my god, I'm so tired of kicking doors down.
I'll says he can try and pick the lock if you want.
Yeah, go ahead and pick the lock.
All right.
Speaks like Microsoft Sam.
Yes,
I will pick the lock.
I can go ahead and pick the lock.
Pulls up Clippy.
Yes, I can
see you're
try to
trying
pick
to-
the lock.
I see you're trying to pick a door.
At the next intersection, turn right.
I didn't understand the question.
He sort of struggles with it a bit, but then you hear a click, and it opens.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
All right, let them have their fun.
Are you trying to find TikTok?
No.
Oh. As the doors open, you see in this chamber, there's a large creature in here. It's sort of at the far end of this chamber. Well, I have to get things set up here.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you're ready to roll for initiative.
Thickens.
Sip some tea.
There's this large, sort of corpulent-looking form, bipedal, but muscular and bestial, with mottled, warty skin and a spiked back. Sort of looking like
I'm ready to die.
Sort of a deformed, like 10-foot tall frog-like creature, but with terrible claws.
What is this, Witcher?
Oh, crap.
It's currently hunched over a pair of figures that seem to be lying dead, and you hear it loudly biting through bone and flesh. But
neat.
As the door opens, it looks up and turns its beady yellow eyes on you, and you see a narrow snout between them and a large maw filled with teeth. And it lets out a roar and charges at you. Let's roll some initiative.
Great!
Wow. I'm so glad we went to sell piss.
19.
17 plus 5.
19. 22 for Sylvia.
I am ready to die.
I'll get that. It's that. And Meloon. Alright. So, Sylvia, you are up first.
Okay. I'm going to attack it with my short sword.
You run up to it. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. 16 plus 7.
That is a hit. As you cut into it.
It better. Alright. And then 5 plus 5, so 10.
10. As you cut into it, you see this blackish fluid spill out of it as blood.
Gross. Okay, and then I'm also going to spend a key point
Flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows.
Go for it.
Flurry of hose.
Yep. That's 1 plus 5, so... Oh, wait. Oh, I need to do a roll first. Shoot. 10 plus 7, so 17.
That's a hit.
No.
Oh, Stacey.
4 plus 5 is 9.
9.
And then another 17 plus 7.
And that is also a hit.
And another 9.
Another 9. Alright, so you cut into it with your dagger and then whack! You hit it, you punch it, and then do a roundhouse kick to it and start to do damage to it. It sort of growls in pain, but doesn't really react heavily to that.
Man, that felt good.
Reese, it is your turn.
Steam. Neat. Hold on. It only does half damage. Use strength. I'll just mace it.
All right.
Smash.
Go for it.
Ah. Okay, bye D20. It was nice knowing you. Love when it rolls behind my laptop. That is a 19.
That is a hit.
Five plus 1, so 6.
6.
I poke him.
You do. You whack him with your mace. Alright, Ayal is next, and he's going to come up with his good old rapier. Actually, he will use his short bow. He'll shoot from a distance. and gets a 24, which is definitely a hit, and he gets sneak attack because he has allies next to it.
Nice.
So it's an extra 2d6. That's 9 plus 4 is he does 13 with that hit, as the arrow sticks into the beast. Alright, next up is Meloon, who charges up with a yell of passion. And he brandishes his mighty axe and proceeds to make 4 attacks with it.
Oh, wow.
Your fucking pardon?
He attacked.
Shit.
He attacked.
Attack.
Most
He
importantly,
attacked.
He attacked.
Let's see, that first one is a 16, which just hits.
Meloon uses Fury Swipes.
So on all of us, Meloon is like a level 8 fighter.
That one is 13 damage. I think he's higher level than that, actually.
Oh, okay.
Probably in the 10s.
Ooh, gets a crit,
Oh!
which is 15.
Oh, baby, a critical.
Damn, I should have just buffed him.
Not like
Once
you
again,
knew.
gets a 17. That one also hits. Only does 6 damage, though. And last swing, this one he fumbles, and as he sort of swings wide, he actually knocks into you, Reese, and accidentally sort of pushes you towards this grate in the ground. This sort of
You drunk bastard!
Go ahead and make either an athletics or acrobatics check.
An athletics or a what?
Acrobatics.
Okay. There's a nat 20 plus 1.
Nat 20 plus 1. He rolled higher.
What?
Whoa.
What the fuck? Meloon, you drunk bastard!
He's apparently a very committed drunk.
What the fuck?
Go ahead and as you're pushed onto this grate, go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Again. Ugh.
Oh wait, and what kind of armor are you wearing?
Fuck, where do I check that?
Equipment.
Equipment.
Probably heavy.
Oh,
Medium.
maybe.
Heavy or medium.
Leather, light armor.
Okay.
Light armor.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Just checking.
No, just checking me, bitch. 18 plus 1, so
Okay.
19.
You manage to you feel the grate like sort of start to give under your pressure, but you manage to shift your weight so it doesn't fall.
What the fuck? Get off of there.
Now it is the Hezro's turn.
The what?
The Hezro demon.
Okay.
That's better than what I thought it was.
Sounds real welcoming. Okay.
It is going to make a bite and 2 claw attacks. It's going to make let's see. It's going to make its first 2 against Meloon.
Yeah, because Meloon smacked him harder.
Oh yeah. Let's see. First one misses, but the claw hits. The claw does a total of 7 damage to Meloon.
That's not horrible.
Its other claw will attack you, Sylvia. But gets a nat 1.
It smacks itself.
Back up to the top of the round, Sylvia. It's your turn again.
Alright. I'm going in for another swing.
Stabby stabby.
Swing, bada swing.
Stabby stabby time. That's a 3 plus 7.
That is not going to hit. It sort of catches your short sword.
Well, I'll still spend another key point.
On Flurry of Blows. Gotcha.
Yep. That is a 9 plus 7, so 16.
That is a hit. That just hits.
Oh, wow. And then that's a 7.
Alright, 7 points of damage.
Yep. I got a nat 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on. What level? Are your attacks considered magical with your fists yet? Because that's something monks eventually get, but I don't know if you have it yet.
That's level 6.
Okay. Because I forgot that this thing is resistant to non-magical weapons.
It's resistant to what?
Non-magical weapons. I need to do a whole bunch of...
What?
I need to do a whole bunch of recalculation. How much damage did Meloon do to it? There was a 13, a 15, I think a 6. So that's 28. So 34. So you did a total of 34. That's normal. The rest of you just did regular weapons. So hold on. I need to do a bunch of weird math now.
Okay.
So
Guess I'm gonna have to do some inflict fucking wounds.
Hey, mathematics.
I need to figure out how much damage you all did overall to it. So 34.
I said you'd never need math in your life.
36, 82. So that was that. So it gets that much health back. Okay. Okay, that's how much health it has. Alright, it is not looking as beat up as I thought it was.
Okay.
But Meloon's weapon, since Meloon's weapon is magical, it is still doing normal damage. Okay, but so that was your turn, Sylvia. Now it is Reese.
Inflict wounds, 2nd level.
Okay. You go up and touch it, and with your withering...
Fed up with this piece of shit.
Put a poke. Poke it like a troll.
You're poking like the troll. Do I need to roll for that?
Yeah, that is an attack roll.
That is a 17.
That is a hit.
Alright, that is 4d10. Give me a minute.
Strangely enough, it is not resistant to necrotic.
Yeah, it's not that strange.
God.
I guess that's more of an undead thing than a fiend thing.
Oh, wait, that's not 10. Hold on. There you are. Okay. And then 11. 21. And that's a 9, so 30.
30. All right. Yeah.
30.
It feels that, and it sort of lets out a bellow.
Good. Fuck off.
Next up is Ayal, who's gonna shoot it again. Crit. Holy shit. So let's see, that's 5, that's 10 on the dice, so 20 plus, I think plus 4, I believe. Yes. So 24. Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, it's starting to look really beat up.
Wow.
And now it is Meloon, who is going to lay into it fully.
With his... Yes, thank you, Ethan.
Welcome.
Alright, that is a hit. Hit for... He gets another fumble. And Sylvia, this time, he sort of bumps into you and knocks you closer to the thing. Go ahead and either make an athletics or acrobatics check.
I'll do acrobatics. Why? Alright, nat 1 plus 7.
Gay baby jail.
He knocks you into the direct path of this demon.
God.
Oh no.
Meloon, you drunk bastard!
Let's see, 2 more attacks. Nat 1. Nat 1. Wow, he got 2 nat 1s in a row there.
That's so sad.
You better not shove me again.
All by myself.
Not this time, thankfully.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna beat
now-
his ass.
now is the demon's turn, and it is going to do a bite and claw on you, Sylvia.
Great.
Bite is only an 11.
Okay.
The claw is a modified 20
Oh.
for a total of 12 slashing damage. And he will do his last attack on Meloon. And
On Meloon?
Yep,
Oh, okay.
and misses.
And of course he does.
I'm gonna die.
No, you're not. Relax.
Back to you, Sylvia.
Reese is the only one allowed to die here.
Fuck it.
I also, have healing shit, so...
Also true.
Alright.
The Hezro is looking very beat up.
I'm taking out my sword.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was a 4 plus 7.
Nope.
So that doesn't make it.
Nope.
And then I'm gonna spend another key point.
Flurry! 2 more punches.
Punch the demon.
Beat the shit out
6
of him.
plus 7. No, that doesn't make
6
it.
plus 7, nope. That's a 13.
Sylvia, I swear to God, if you don't hit this thing again, I am telling Thalos about last
Any
night.
attacks.
Well, what'd you get?
I don't make any attacks
Aw.
this turn.
Sorry to hear that. Reese,
I'm telling Thalos about last night.
Reese, it's your turn.
Alright, how bad are you looking? Health-wise, Sylvia. Hello?
Sylvia?
You guys just cut out a whole lot.
Oh.
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear me now?
Phoebe keeps
Cannot hear
cutting
you.
out. Everybody
Why?
keeps cutting out, actually.
It's you guys,
you.
because we can hear you just fine.
Is it better now?
Alright.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay. How
Done.
bad are you looking right now, health-wise?
I'm, like, bleeding out. 4
Like-
out of 27.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Well, healing word at 2nd level, I guess.
Alright, go ahead and roll your
On
healing.
Sylvia. Okay.
Also, I
That
completely
is-
forgot to half Isle's damage again, so I just fixed that.
God damn it.
I don't know.
2d4 plus 3. All right. That is 4 and a 3. 7, 8, 9, 10. So you get 10 health points back.
Was that a healing word or a cure wounds?
It was healing word.
Okay, so that's a bonus action.
It was healing word at 2nd level.
Okay, so that was your bonus action.
My bonus action?
Yeah, healing word's a bonus action.
Oh, you mean I could do something else?
Yeah, that's healing
Fuck
word is
yeah.
healing word is like an offhand thing.
I didn't.
Nice.
That's what it's for.
Okay.
The flick of a wrist, this drunk shall be fine, and then I hit you.
Yeah, cure wounds is the one that takes a full action, and it does more healing.
No, I don't want to use that. Can I do... Maybe I'll just do another... I'll do a guiding bolt. First
All right.
level.
Roll it.
Rolling. That took forever to roll. 17 again.
That's a hit.
Thank you, Frosty Dice. I love you. Okay, and that is 4d6.
Mm-hmm.
6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 plus 6.
17.
Yes, and then one more. 5!
How do you want to do this?
Yo! Okay, so you played Breath of the Wild, right?
Yeah.
You know that scene that plays when Link gets his little, like, snapping... When he does the snap when he gets the lightning power from Urbosa?
I think so.
Like that, but at the demon.
So you just snap.
I just kind of do, like, a snap and it...
and it just, like, pops like a balloon.
Nice.
And just demon ichor, like, splatters everywhere.
It did.
Well,
Gross.
tried to do that.
All right, Meloon, you drunk bastard.
So
Is that
Meloon
enough?
Meloon turns to you, and it doesn't take an insight check to see that something's very wrong with his expression. His face just looks blank, almost. And he says, with this weird coldness in his voice, almost like there's no emotion in it whatsoever, "You fought well. It's a shame, really, that you'll not leave this place. Don't worry. I'll make sure everyone knows how valiantly you fought before the demon got you."
What?
Oh, kill him.
And at that, he lifts his axe up towards you.
What?
And
He lifts his what?
his axe, Azure Edge.
Oh,
and
fuck!
then, suddenly, the axe suddenly drops from his hand and lands on the ground as if it's suddenly become too heavy for him to lift. And he sort of looks at it in frustration, and with no weapon in his hands, lunges at you anyway.
What?
Punch him.
What?
Sylvia, give him the fist.
I'm gonna fucking slap him? I don't know.
Well, Reese, it was just your turn, so next up is Ayal.
What?
Oh, give him the flying knee.
There's clearly something very wrong with him, and it doesn't take an insight check to do it. Like, there's just this blankness to his face, as if some other intelligence has taken over.
He's part of the Borg.
Ayal is going to go like, what the shit, and shoot at him. I don't know. What is his bonus? He does not make it. The arrow just sort of pings off of Meloon's armor. Which brings us to Meloon. He eyes your mace, Reese, and he's going to try and take it by force.
No.
Oh, you do not take.
No.
Go ahead and make I'd say an athletics check to try and wrestle him for it.
Fucker.
I don't think it's gonna matter.
What do you mean you don't think it's gonna matter?
It's because I got a nat 20. It means I got a nat
You
20.
bitch!
For a total
You fucking bitch!
for a total of 29.
No, there's no way I can pass that.
I am sorry. But
He's high level.
he wrests the mace from your hand.
You bitch!
Oh, beat his ass, Reese.
But that is his action for the turn. Which brings us back to Sylvia.
You should just take his weapon.
Sylvia,
No,
what would
I
you...
don't want to touch that fucking thing.
The weapon
The
weapon seems to have rejected him.
Hey, Phoebe.
What?
I made a meme about you.
I saw it. I laughed. That was the sound I made earlier. That was me laughing at it.
I'm just gonna slide casually past my friends and try to take that axe.
Okay.
Bitch, I need a weapon. I just have my sickle. And
You have spells.
But I want my weapon. My weapon doesn't have spell slots.
So, I will warn you, Sylvia, you're probably not proficient with this thing. You can still do
What?
it. You're probably not proficient with this thing, which means your bonuses will be reduced for using it. But you can still go for it. I won't stop you.
All right.
What would you like to do?
I am still going to try to grab it.
Okay.
Because I think this thing is evil.
You you grab the axe, and it attunes to you immediately.
Shit.
And you hear a voice in your head say, "Thank you. Let's destroy this thing that's inside him."
What?
But how?
Beat the shit out of him. That's how.
I'm going to add Azure Edge to your inventory and equip it for you. Go ahead and refresh. This is it. Warning, this axe is some serious shit.
I'm gonna take a wild guess as to that's the reason why he's able to make 4 fucking hits.
That might just be from being a high-level fighter.
If that was on a weapon, that might be a bit much.
You can ignore the bit about sentience and personality, but everything above that.
Oh my god. Oh, I don't want to hurt him.
Well,
You hurt him. Really?
He's trying to hurt you.
He took my mace. Now he might hit it with it. The fucking bully.
Okay, well, I'm going to swing at him.
Okay.
With the axe.
Go ahead and roll with. Yeah, no, it is definitely not a good weapon for you. You can hand it off if you want.
I'll take it.
It is up to you.
Oh, I'm horrible with this thing.
You sort of.
Wow.
Yeah, you are not used to using a weapon that is this heavy, and you just sort of you swing yourself with it.
Meloon, what the shit? Alright, I'll drop this weapon.
Alright.
And I'm going to use my fists.
Alright, go ahead and swing.
It's gonna be like a fist-on-fist fight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's got a mace, so...
He's got my mace, bitch!
Fuck.
No?
No.
Alright.
And
no.
I'm gonna see the second one. Alright, 15 plus 7.
Alright, that one's a hit, and I think that's your last key point.
That is my last key point.
Alright, roll damage.
6.
Alright. He sort of takes it and just sort of grunts. Barely emoting at this point. Sylvia, I mean Reese, it's your turn.
Can I go for the axe?
Absolutely.
Alright, I'm going for the axe.
Alright, you pick it up.
Treatsies!
I'm going to remove it from Sylvia's inventory and add it to yours. It immediately attunes to you.
Hello, friend. What the fuck?
You hear a voice in your head say, he's not himself. We have to strike him down.
Yeah, no shit, let's do this.
And that is now in your inventory.
Okay, oh, hello, friend.
Oh, I forgot to... Oh, sorry, Sylvia, you should have gotten a +2 on that roll, not a -1. I forgot to attune it to you. It didn't sound like it would have mattered, but... Would it have mattered?
It's kind of a lot of things.
Yep.
This says a lot of things.
It does. For our purposes, you probably only need to worry about the part about hurling, potentially, if you decide to do that. Or you could just swing with it normally.
I'm just gonna swing with it normally.
Okay. Do you?
I'm gonna hit the fucker. Give me my mace back, babe.
Do you use you do use a shield?
I have a shield, yeah.
So as a point of reference, it normally does a D8 for its damage die. If you wield it two-handed, it does a D10. That's what that means. It's versatile.
Oh, okay. So if I'm
versatile
using
just means you can two-hand it for more damage.
Yeah, if you put down the shield, it would do more damage.
Well, let's say I put down the shield because I've been playing without the shield for the majority of the time.
Well, the shield is a part of your armor class.
Oh, okay.
Your AC,
I dropped the shield.
All right, your AC will go down. So go to your equipment and deselect the shield. Like, click the checkbox.
Yeah.
And your AC should go down.
Yeah, I did. Okay.
All right. Which means you can now use Azure Edge two-handed.
Yes.
All right, are you using it?
Yes.
All right, roll.
Fuck this guy.
It's goth time, motherfucker.
See, that's a nat 20.
Oh,
I'm a mad bitch.
Matt, double that die.
Is an absolute mad lad.
That's a 9.
So double
That's
that to
not
18.
frightening at all.
And another 9?
I usually just have you double the
just
die.
Double,
comes to
okay.
the same thing.
The same number
So
anyway.
18 plus 1.
It shouldn't be
So
plus
that
1.
says 20 damage.
That's not.
No, there's a plus 1 on there. It says 1d10 plus 1.
Refresh. Go ahead and refresh your character sheet.
Oh.
Because I hit
Okay.
attune after that. Because I forgot to attune it to you. This thing's a +3 weapon.
Oh. Okay, so I rolled a 9.
So it's 22. You add 4, not 1.
Okay. It's 22.
Yep. Those are your stats with that.
Okay.
So yeah, you hack the axe into him and he yells in pain. Isle comes in for the good old sneak attack. That one's a hit. He hits with that one.
Thank fucking God.
He gets a 12 plus 4 is 16. He does a total of 16 damage with that. Now it's Meloon's turn, and he brandishes your mace, Reese.
Oh,
That's a
that's
D.
like
It's only a D6, so it's less damage than he's used to. But he is going to attack with it nonetheless. 4 attacks. Let's see. Let's say 2 each.
2 each to who? To me
you,
and
to you and Sylvia.
3 and
Okay.
Well, Isle's not in melee with him right now. He's using his bow.
oh, okay.
That's a 15. It's not that hard for him to hit you right now.
No, it isn't. I mean, it wasn't that hard to begin with.
Both are
But
15, and then he gets that. So 5. That's a total of 15 slashing damage to you.
tasty.
Or sorry, not slashing. That's what the axe does. It's bludgeoning. Yeah.
I don't take it like a bitch.
Yep. All right, Sylvia. The attacks on you are a 21 and a 23.
What the fuck?
Oh, wow. You were getting the
Just use uncanny dodge.
Can he dodge?
For a total of 16 bludgeoning.
Dead.
I'm down.
You're down. That's okay.
Unconscious. All right.
I'll help.
All right. So it's Sylvia's turn. Make a death save.
I believe it's 10, right?
DC is 10.
Yeah. 7.
Nope.
Shit.
That is 1 failure.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's my turn now, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on Sylvia.
Not
So at
gonna-
least
not-
she doesn't have to make fucking...
Not gonna heal her to get her up. All right.
What? I mean, I could, but she'd just go back down again.
Fair.
Yeah, because Meloon gets a turn before her.
Right.
So if he hits once with his massive bonus.
I mean, I could heal... Listen, I could
Yeah, that's fair.
heal her.
Well, Spare the
And
Dying is
then
good news. Spare the Dying is still a bonus action. Oh wait, actually, important note that hasn't I don't
What?
think has really come up yet. You're a grave
What?
cleric.
Yes.
I believe you have something. Something with regards to healing someone who's at 0 HP.
Yeah, that was Spare the Dying.
Well, and also if you actually straight up heal someone who's at 0 HP. If you heal your Circle of
Which one was
Mortality
it?
feature, when you heal someone.
Oh, fuck, I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, when you heal someone at 0, you don't roll for it. They just get the maximum.
There it is.
So keep that in mind. That doesn't mean you have to do it, but it's something.
It's still probably not his massive
I'll
bump.
do it.
You're gonna do it?
I'm gonna do it.
All right. What are you doing?
Circle of Mortality.
Well, I mean, that's when you use a healing spell. So what?
So I guess Spare the Dying. I don't know.
Offhand healing spell.
Okay.
Offhand healing spell.
So let me break down your options just so you can. So Spare the Dying would make it so she doesn't have to make rolls. That's all it would do. That you do get to use it as a bonus action, which isn't a normal thing for that spell because of that class feature. If you used Healing Word or Cure Wounds, it would heal the maximum amount of what the dice could possibly roll.
Oh, then I'll just use Healing Word because it's. Yeah. I'll just use Healing Word.
What level?
I could only have it. No, I have it first level. First level.
Okay, so that's a total of 7 HP, I think.
1d4 plus 3.
Yeah, so 7 because you don't have to roll.
Yes.
Okay, so Sylvia, you get 7 HP back.
You're alive.
Woo!
Sorry, I hadn't used it before. I keep forgetting I had it.
Yeah, that's why I explained it for you.
And then, is that the end of my turn?
Well, you still have an action.
Oh,
Sylvia get
fucking gonna smack him then.
Sylvia gets the max of the healing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So she got 7 hit points.
You get 7 HP.
Cool.
Rolling, hold on.
Rolling.
I'm leaky today. That is an 18?
That just hits.
Fucking what?
And that makes sense for our fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. That is 8 plus 4.
8 plus 4, so 12. Alright.
Yeah.
Starting to show signs of damage. Ayal is going to come into melee at this point. And he's going to go ahead and take a swing. And that is a hit. Woo! 14, so 18 damage.
Ooh, tasty.
Meloon's turn. He's going to do 2 swings on Ayal because of his damage output.
Wait, 2 swings on IL and what?
And 2 swings on Ayal and the other 2 on you. One apiece on you guys.
Okay.
Alright.
So, let's see.
Let's hope it isn't Sylvia.
Alright.
Or let's hope he rolls shitty.
Well, he only got 1 hit on Ayal. Does that much damage? On Sylvia, I think he might have missed. What's your AC again, Sylvia?
19.
Oh yeah, he only got a 16.
Sweet.
And on Reese, only got an 11. Oh, but you dropped your shield.
Oh, yeah.
So
I was gonna say, what?
That still hits. Only 7 damage, though.
Oh, I'll live. Maybe.
Alright, Sylvia, back to you. You have a turn.
Do not waste.
What the fuck did Sylvia have?
I'll use my short sword.
I also should point out that you have inspiration that you have not used yet.
Shit, I'll do that.
No, you don't need to do it until you roll.
You technically do need to do it before you roll. It gives you advantage.
Gives you advantage. It's not a reroll.
Yeah.
Roll big smoke.
I got a nat 20.
Woo!
Yes!
That's what you use inspiration for.
She got it off the bat, so she didn't even use the inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh, well, never mind then. So go ahead.
Anyway.
Go ahead and double that die.
Quinn trying to get us to use our inspiration. Us, no, my precious.
Well, I got a 2, so doubled is 4 plus 5 is 9.
So 9 damage. Second attack.
Right.
Roll big smoke. Roll the smoky die.
Oh, wait. I have a second attack?
Yeah, the punch.
Yeah, flurry of blows gives you a third.
Attack.
As a monk, you always get a second. Flurry of blows just gives you a third.
You can take.
You get to punch every turn.
Sweet. I'll use smoke and that was just a 5 plus 7.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh.
But it is now Reese's turn.
Well, How damaged is he looking?
He's looking pretty hurt. He's still got a decent amount of health left, but he's definitely less than half.
Well, I don't want to melt him, but
the axe
melt him.
The axe says we can resurrect him after.
Okay, so I'm gonna melt.
Well, people should know we can just resurrect people after.
No mercy.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Fancy Pants Hospital Goth.
I think we're gonna do inflict wounds again.
Go for it.
At second level.
Go for it.
And a poke.
Oh, shit. That's a 19.
That is a hit.
Okay.
So many D10s.
So many D10s. Wait, I am in my
marching
second
one by
space,
one.
right?
Oh shit.
Okay. That is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 20, 21, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 26.
26. Okay, yeah. He is very much not looking good. as you see part of his skin just wither from your touch.
And I am probably one hit away from kicking it, so.
So?
That's it, I think. Unless if I could heal myself as bonus.
If you want a healing word, then yeah.
Fine. I'll first level healing word myself.
Alright, go ahead and roll that. I'll do Ayal's turn. Definitely hits.
I rolled 16. Yeah.
6, 8, 12. Okay. Meloon is looking quite beat up.
5, 6.
He's going to heft his axe, and once again...
He has a mace.
Oh, yeah,
come
sorry,
on.
mate.
That's a little better.
I apologize. But he's going to do what he did last turn. 2 on Ayal and 1 apiece on the rest of you. Those on Ayal, I believe, both hit.
How's Ayal looking? Shit, I forgot
he
to
is
ask him.
almost down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's not looking good. On Reese, that is definitely a hit.
Oh, fuck.
Gets 8 damage.
Okay. Close.
And on
So close.
Sylvia definitely hits.
Damn.
And that's 10 damage.
The fuck? Okay.
You're down.
Yes, I am.
And I'm almost down.
But it is now Reese. He is
Almost down.
and Meloon is also almost down.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Yeah, Sylvia, make a death save.
Alright. 20.
That you get up with 1 hit point and get to take a turn.
Shit. There you go. Rolling 20s when you need them.
Sylvia, you, with the pure resolve, force your way back up and awake.
Pure drunken resolve.
With pure adrenaline.
I've had hangovers worse than this.
I will lift up my short sword.
Go for
And
it.
swing it.
Do it.
But I will fail.
Well, you got your offhand.
And I will try punching.
But you're alive.
This is true.
And I will fail.
So you just sort of come at him with all of your fury and just sort of bat at him ineffectively. Reese,
Axing him.
go for it.
Fuck that guy. That's a 19.
That is a hit.
Alright. Motherfucker. Oh, that was... I mean, that works too. That's 9 plus 4.
Oof. He is barely standing.
Oh shit! That means he gets another hit in, though, right?
Well, unless Ayal finishes him.
Ayal better fucking finish him.
He rolled pretty well. That just barely hits.
Oh, thank fucking God.
You need a hero.
And Ayal drives his rapier through Meloon's head.
Oh my God.
Fucking brutal.
That's a bit much.
And
Bird boy.
And out of the hole, a weird substance starts stretching out.
Ew.
And you see this creature squirm its way out of Meloon's head.
Ew.
And on legs?
It is a brain on legs. Like the one you saw previously in the sewers. And it goes and attempts to scurry away. What do you do?
No, I'm gonna squish it. With my axe.
Sylvia's up before you. Sylvia, would you like to attack it?
Yes! I'm gonna stab it.
Go for it.
And that is a 13 plus 7, so modified 20.
Yep, that's a hit.
Neat.
And that's a 3 plus 5, so 8.
8, alright. It is still alive.
And then I will punch it.
Oh, and actually, it seems to be this thing seems to be resistant to your attacks, I will say. But,
alright.
But it still took damage.
I'm still gonna punch it.
Yep.
6 plus 7.
6 plus 7. That is a hit.
Sweet.
This thing has much less armor than Meloon did.
No shit. And that's a 2 plus 5, so 7.
7 is reduced to that. Okay, it still lives, Reese.
No, might as well use up my last fucking spell slot for this shit. Guiding Bolt.
Zap!
Exactly.
Yep.
Yoink. That's a 14?
That is a hit.
Okay, thank God. And that is my D6. 5, 10, 13, 18.
18.
Damage.
How do you want to do this?
Same fucking thing as the demon. Just snap.
Zap!
Fuck up.
And it is melted.
Goodbye.
Leaving the three of you alone in the sewer with Meloon's body and 4 other bodies that are in pieces from the demon.
All right, axe friend, how do we help?
Please,
this drunken bastard.
Please take me and his body to the Blackstaff. She'll be able to help him.
Christ! All right.
Now that the intellect devourer is slain, he'll be back to himself.
I'll have him back. Sylvia and you guys should probably just go rest. Unless you want to come with.
I think I'm going to ditch on this one.
I don't blame you.
Please don't forget your mace.
Oh, I won't.
Sylvia, I will remind you that, just so you know, the last time you saw one of these intellect devourer things was in that one Xanathar outpost.
True. Okay.
What the fuck are you laughing about, kiddo?
Specifically,
I'm going to kill these things.
Specifically, it was in the hands of that mind flayer that left.
Uh-huh.
Oh my
Mind
God.
flayer where literally all of us missed our attacks.
Yep.
I swear if I find another one of those things, I'm going to go nuts.
it appears that this thing likely in control of the Xanathar Guild was controlling Meloon.
Oh my god! I need to go home and drink.
Okay, at least you're doing normal Sylvia things.
Goodbye.
So I'm gonna head back to the Blackstaff.
Okay.
Oh my, they're after me. I knew this was gonna happen. Oh, why did they have to target Meloon?
I'll please keep an eye on her.
You can make your way back to the Blackstaff pretty easily.
Computer sounds.
With this fucking very dead body.
I will watch over her. The Vajra will. So, are you taking his body with you?
Yes.
Okay.
This doesn't make me that uncomfortable to do so. So
yeah.
Why the fuck not?
You enter her office and sort of dump the body, and she says, I take it things were wrong?
Yes. Intellect devourer wrong.
That's troubling.
A little. Seems, really, really bothered Sylvia.
Well, we'll get him resurrected. Shouldn't be he should be himself again now that that's been taken care of. You did take care of the intellect devourer, yes?
Oh, yes. Yeah, it's very dead.
Good.
Along with the other thing we took care of.
Yeah.
What did you call it, Quinn?
The
demon?
Demon, yeah. The Hezro. I mean, if you want to know what it's called, you can make a religion check. I know I've said it, but I don't know.
I don't think that's hard. You said it, but I didn't check for it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 14 plus 2.
Yeah, it was a type of demon called a Hezro.
Okay, yeah, we took care of that and the Hezro that we fought before it decided to attack us.
The Hezro?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for
hanging out eating people.
What kind of people?
It was hard to tell. They were less people and more just body parts at that point.
I wonder if this thing was, as is likely, sent by the Xanathar Guild. I wonder if it was trying to kill two birds with one stone.
I would imagine, considering once we killed the Hezro, it said he'll tell stories about how the demon fought us and we tried and failed, but guess what? We didn't fail.
Well, yes, but...
Oh, and, I have Meloon's axe.
Yes, I'll be needing that back as well.
You sure about that?
Why wouldn't I be sure about that?
Fine.
It was clearly if it was resisting him, it was clearly doing so because it could tell he was not himself.
That's not why I don't want to give it up, but okay.
That axe is property of Force Grey. You understand?
I understand.
Yeah, no, you
hand it over reluctantly.
Out of character. No, you do not get to keep the legendary freaking
Fuck
magic.
You! Axel doesn't deserve it. He shoved me over a grate.
That wasn't him. That was not him.
Wasn't it, though?
Anyway. After a few hours, though, Meloon will walk into the bar, seeming very shaken.
Oh, look. You're not dead.
No.
Got some nasty scars, though.
Yeah, thanks for, that. Where's Sylvia?
Oh, I don't know. Locked in the basement with all of the booze?
Where is Sylvia?
I am actually in the basement punching barrels.
Punching broken barrels.
Well,
Now she's breaking them.
Think she would mind if I, he sort of points to the basement.
I don't think she'd mind at all. I think she's more upset about what happened for other reasons than at you, so be my guest.
Yeah, he will. Okay, Sylvia, Meloon will join you in the basement.
Okay.
Says, hi, Sylvia. How you doing?
I'm mad!
Yeah. So you saved me.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank God I saved somebody.
Well, I mean, that thing. If you want to know a story, I was down in Undermountain actually. Well, it's clearing out some beat monsters here and there when that thing got the better of me. I haven't been myself in a while, so.
You do know that thing is part of the Xanathar's guild,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely. I mean, I expect they were happy to get their hands on such a prestigious adventurer like myself.
Yeah. They got a hold of you because they know me. So, if you don't want that to happen to you again, you probably shouldn't know me.
Whoa. You think they were after you specifically?
Yes.
What makes you think that? I mean, even if you've run in with them in the past, do you think you're that important to them that they would take over Meloon War Dragon in the flesh just for that?
Yeah, you see, I kind of fought the Xanathar Guild quite a while ago when I was sober.
Yeah, you think you're the only one? Lots of people have had run-ins with the Xanathar Guild. They're bad people.
Yeah, you're right.
If they were after me, it's probably because it gave them status, gave them a way in with the with Force Grey. If anything, that's a much bigger deal than one adventurer. No offense.
Well, let's just say if I end up running into Xanathar Guild member, I'm not gonna go easy on him. Especially since he went after a friend.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Hey, maybe one day we'll get to take them out together. Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah. Maybe the rest of the party will join in.
Yeah. I think that, truth be told, I think that thing was disappointed that the other two didn't join in. I think it wanted to get rid of all possible obstacles.
Laughs and
Sounds
fallows.
About right.
Yeah, nudge, guilt trip.
How about we go back up and have a beer? It's on me.
That sounds great. And with that, as the two of you go upstairs to share a drink, we're gonna stop there for tonight.
Nah. Where we're gonna stop is down in the dock ward.
The epilogue.
Oh.
Yes, come on. I have a new product. It's energy drink from Berry Pants.
You hear off in the distance. Oi, those guys sold me piss.
What? No, that was some other drow. I'm an Azuma.
That's where we'll stop.
Boy, those guys sold me piss.
That's great.
I love it.
Well then, that was an interesting session.
That was an interesting session.
Yes, it was.
I was waiting to drop that plot line for a bit.
Really?